Hello there. Today I'm going to plant out some potatoes in these 3 grow bags that I have. I'm going to do 4 in each one, and I'm going to layer them in, which I'll show you when I do that. And I realize that it's probably a little late in the season here in Zone 10 to be planting potatoes, but I'm going to try it anyway and see how they do. These potatoes are supposed to be good for Zone 10, and I want some smaller potatoes. These are pretty little. Here's my hand for scale, and this is one of the bigger ones. And I've never grown potatoes before, but I like them, so I'm going to try it out. We'll see how it goes. I'm also doing a couple other garden tasks today. My cilantro plant completely died, so I decided I'm just going to put some seeds straight in the ground and see if I can just grow a new plant outside from seed. It's been pretty warm here, so I think we're well past the point where I need to grow anything indoors anymore. And I'm also going to do the same with my pepper plants. I'm going to plant some pepper plant seeds straight out into the garden and see if those do better than the plants that I had indoors, because they don't seem to be doing very well even now that I've moved them outside. But for now, let's get started with these potatoes. So I had one grow bag that was full of potting mix, and what I've done is evenly distributed it into all 3, so they're all about 1/3 full. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to toss a little bit of my organic fertilizer in here, mix it in, and then plant 2 potatoes in each, cover those over another 1/3 or so, do the same again, but I'll offset the potatoes so they're not growing right on top of each other. And then I'll water it all in with some fertilizer. I have this More Bloom fertilizer, which is a 0-10-10 formula, which is supposed to be pretty good for starting potatoes, at least from what I've read. So that's the plan. Let's keep going. One other thing I should mention with these potatoes is I'm trying to plant them so the majority of the eyes are pointing up. This one hasn't really started sprouting yet, but I can see that this side is probably the best side to have facing upwards. Okay, so I've actually run out of potting mix. I thought I had a few more bags than I do, but I've covered them over and I've got to run some errands this afternoon anyway, so I'll run out and get a little more just to make sure that they're pretty well covered, because some of these, the potatoes, are just barely under the surface. And I'd like a few inches of coverage on these guys. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and fertilize them and water them in with that. And later today, I'll get a little bit more soil, water that in, and then I'm going to add a bit of mulch on top. By the way, I'll be using 1 tablespoon of this fertilizer per gallon of water for watering in these potatoes. And they're all done. I just watered them in again, and now we'll wait and hopefully get some potatoes. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.